much. How are you? My name is Audrey Alison. I'm happy to be here. It's a beautiful day today, and I am using the Alchemical deck by Robert M. Place, my go-to deck. If this is your first time watching, thank you for subscribing and for viewing. And as usual, all of my steadfast viewers, I appreciate your support. Let's get to the forecast. There's a lot going on in June, and there's a lot activating your partnership sector, Sagittarius, because when the sun is in Gemini, that lights up the opposite end of the wheel for you, which is your soulmate sector. On the 4th of June, we have our new moon at 14 degrees of Gemini, and this is in the 7th house. Your business partnerships, new marriage, new commitment, monogamy, the house of the others, new partnerships coming into your life, but this is really about the relationship more than it is lighthearted dating. So if you're looking for a relationship, set your intentions in the first week of June, in particular on the 4th, to draw in the manifestation of what you see here. On the 12th, Mercury joins Gemini, the sign it naturally governs. Through June 29th, Mercury will be in Gemini, the planet of communications, in the 7th house. Connection, communication with the relationship. And since Mercury is now direct and clearing his shadow officially on the 7th, I feel like something needs to be said immediately at the top of the month from Sag to the marriage partner or to the relationship for those of you in it. Something needs to be expressed very early because Mercury had been in that retrograde most of May. So this could be very positive for the relationship. On the 17th, Venus, the planet of love and attraction, enters Cancer through the 12th of July in the 8th house of intimacy and the 8th house of shared resources. So why I really like this is because Venus governs love just as much as she does money, having influence over both Taurus, money, 2nd house of possessions in the solar wheel, and Libra, the solar 7th house on the astrological wheel. So I'm sorry if that's confusing, but Venus in Cancer ignites your 8th house of shared resources, other people's money, and Venus having influence over money because of her Taurus influence can really help with investments at this time, or for those of you looking for investors. And through July 12th, connection with your intimacy and your romantic partnerships, which is also Venus, harmony, balance in your intimacies. Beautiful transit for you, Sagittarius. Again, on the 17th, there's an aspect that I want to address because Saturn is retrograde in your sign, and you're going through your Saturn return, especially if you are Sagittarius ascendant. Please watch your rising sign for your forecasts as well. But for your sun in Sag, solar people, Saturn is in its review sector right now, but in the 1st house, and this is squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 4th house of home. So there is a restriction in your environment right now, and on the 17th this might come to a head. There's an uncomfortable energy on the 17th. With Saturn, he makes it so restrictive that change can occur. There's a realignment. You might feel trapped in the environment, or if it's not the 4th house of home, it could be the relationship with mother and the maternal influence in your life. Wearing rose-colored glasses right now, I might add, because Neptune is stationed in Pisces in the 4th house of home. It creates a delusion around the energy it's placed in, and this is falling in the environment. Things might really feel fine and smooth sailing, but with the square, there's something that's uncomfortable, and discord can occur, and change needs to occur from this in between the 1st house of self and the 4th house of home and foundation, where you come from even. On the 20th, we have our full moon the same day as the sun enters Cancer. The full moon is at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. This is your second full moon back to back. Last month you had it at 1 degree of Sag. Now there's a complete closure for you Sagittarians on the summer solstice. In the first house, a double ending for Sag this year. And I say that because full moon is the ending itself, and to have it twice like that is rare. It can happen, but it's rare. So as summer approaches, you're ending a behavior in the first, a habit or something with the body, something you're doing with the self. And the sun entering Cancer ignites the 8th house again of intimacy and shared resources. So the sun conjunct Venus in this sector. Beautiful for those of you in relationship, and for those of you not, Venus conjunct the sun brings in an enormous attraction. And this is a time for intimacy, Sag. So that feeling of needing to be personal and to connect with someone will be there. And the chances of honing in on that and drawing that in are strong, because Venus is Aphrodite herself. When she's attracted to something, she will receive it. Trust that. On the 26th, this is a special day. Mark this in your calendar, because Jupiter in Virgo will be trining Pluto in Capricorn at 16 degrees exactly, in between the 10th and 2nd house. This has to do with the elevation and ascension of your earnings. This Earth trine that we're experiencing for you, Sag, is about your career and the expansion of it. It's about putting you in the pinnacle of your work success. And it could actually see, for those Sagittarians at the right age, a retirement, because Pluto is involved bringing the ending. But I like this day because a trine is not discord. This is a harmonious energy filtering in powerful abundance with Jupiter and expansion. And luck is there with him as well. So there's a lot of luck. Being in the right place at the right time with career and earnings is powerful on the 26th for Sag. And on the 29th, Mars goes direct. Now, he started his retrograde in your sign. So you'll have him visiting all through this sector again come next month in July. But he goes direct at the end of June at 23 degrees of Scorpio in the house just before you, the 12th, the house of dreams and endings, very quiet house, the house of instinct and addiction and release. So your dreams are more active from the 29th on, especially in July. They'll be very active, regaining some of the stamina, which is Mars, that was taken away in the retrograde from this sector. On the 30th, the last day of June, we have a grand Earth trine. When the moon enters Taurus on the last day of June, there's the grand Earth trine. It's a beautiful energy to end the month with. Again, affecting the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. Adding in the 6th house gives leverage to the work, the earnings, the routine, and the health, and how you are feeling about what it is you are doing for a living. Okay, Sag, these cards are thoroughly shuffled. I've been shuffling throughout the whole reading. Let's see what comes up for you for June, for 2016. And if you'd like to book with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. I read all through the week, so you can reach me there. Hangman. This is not the first reading where this card came up first. Thank you. Okay, Hangman. You're at a pause, but you've got Saturn retrograde in your sign. You also had Mars initiate his retrograde there. And Sagittarians are in a review. You're experiencing your Saturn return. So let's see what else comes up. Yikes. You're on a hold right now. And you're going through some changes. I say yikes not because, oh wow, death, dying. This is the limitation and the discomfort, the deconstruction of the path, the change that is heading your way. Because when you're on hold with a Saturn retrograde, limitations with that, change will occur. He's trying to realign you. Let's see what else happens. Queen of Coins, your property, your financial security, mastering your environment and occupation and the protection of your land and resources and security, and investing in the earth trine. Invest in the earth itself. Some of you Sagittarians have expanding to do in the property, a newness, wanting something new, a change of pace. And Mars being direct is the time to initiate that. And when Mars goes through Sagittarius again all through July and some of August, the catalyst energy is there to either nurture the land, provide for the home, plant gardens, gather and get resources from the environment you live in. Oh, and look at that. I said gardens and plant money tree growing from the earth. Okay, I'm getting specific messages that some of you Sagittarians are actually farming or going to sell produce. This could even be herbal, like marijuana. I mean, just hear me out here because I'm seeing some things. Crops, not just that, but I'm seeing everything from vegetables to green plants and herbs. So herbalists, botanists, horticulturists, farmers, there's an expansion of the earth here, and the elements of earth are your friends, the trees and the plants, gardeners, florists. Some of you are earning money that way. Now, these two cards, starting with them is much better than ending with them. The hold that you're coming out of is due to the change. Saturn is realigning you. And in the square on the 17th, it's uncomfortable. That creates the change. The goal is your earnings, and that grand earth trine. Pentacles are earth in the second house of resources and the sixth house of career and prosperity and 10th house of prosperity. So the earth is elevating and heightening the earnings and promotion and job. I said it in the beginning, and here it is at the end as well. And a change of something new is needed. Sagittarians are experiencing that finality in the full moon, the double full moon, 2 months in a row in your sign. So make use of that. Change is good. Start new. Thanks for viewing, Sag. I'm wishing you a beautiful June. I'll see you soon. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.